Hello and welcome again. The next thing we'll do is to learn variables in programming, but of course, this is particularly in Java. Um, Variables are, I think, one of the most basic things um, that needs to be understood in the first part of learning programming. And what I would like to how I would like to start is again. Let's do this. Java variables tutorials for beginners. How about that, right? So again, there are a lot, so many that you, you cannot. You also have a choice not to listen to this anymore. But yeah, since you're here, let's try it. So let's check this one out. Variables is you may call um, in if I have zero idea of programming, uh, I would be able to understand variables as the type. For example, there is a color, and color is the variable, meaning color is only what we call it, but the type of color, let's say red, blue, green, or rainbow, is the that's why it's called variable. It varies based on the color, so it varies from red and and, and all sorts of colors, right? So of course, if I'm new to this, I wouldn't understand these things, and I don't think you you would this one too, and so on. Oh, okay. So let's go to examples. Let's always dig in and drag through the examples, such as this. This is exactly what we did, right? So, oops. Let's open it up. Perhaps we forgot about that one, and let's open Eclipse again. And if you have followed the previous knowledge sharing, you would be able to still open what we tried to do. So let's wait. There you go. So it's the same. Let's go here. Let's ooh, I'm not sure if you're gonna hear it, but my machine is full throttling its fan. I'm not even doing anything here right now, but so I don't know. So let's just minimize this outline and this pane, and let's do that by clicking this minimize. This is maximize, minimize, and then it's already there. If you want to put it back again, let's have to put it, click the restore, and then just yeah, it's all here. So okay, this particular tutorial started like a hello world 2. It's basically the same, but it's just with just the word hello. And if you're gonna check this one, it's the same system that out that print line, right? And even this one, public static void main string args. Oops, honestly, I no longer able to remember, but it's actually the same. But for this particular purpose, let's just put it there, just like this one. It's the same. And again, a class name can also be considered a variable, meaning it varies from whatever you put it. But it um it just basically do the same. It's just different name, right? Hello world. Here it's variables in Java. So if we are to copy this, let's run this one first. Let's put right click here, and again run as Java here, then number 2 Java application. Let's do that. Oops. The reason why it's asking it for you to save it first. So let's click OK and it's tick. There you go. Hello world. But if we just try to copy this and just put it all here, where's the base? There you go. And you might have noticed there is this red line here, meaning the IDE, the Eclipse IDE detected that you're already it's already the code, the whatever you put it has an error. So let's highlight it out. There you go. You can see that particular error. Of course, it doesn't make sense to some, but let's read it. The public type variables in Java, which is this one, right? Variables in Java must be defined in its own file, right? And it just basically means it needs to be defined as hello world 2, right? Let's try it. Hello world. What happens, right? The error was removed. But let's just put it into the project explorer and let's just go get this hello world here, right? And to say to you that it's the same, let's just right click here, new, and class again, right? Let's just right click, new, and class, and let us name it variables in Java, which will be the file name, right? No spaces. That's why the type name is not valid. Java type name must not start or end with a blank. So basically, it says is there's no spaces after and before. Let's just go here. There you go. I put a space here. Uh, it's I downloaded this one. I downloaded this tool and I'm not. I guess it will be particularly zoom it. Let's try this one. So yeah, I double clicked and it should be running. Let's try control. I'm pressing control 4. There you go. The space, and I'll just zoom out again. Control F4, control 1. Sorry, yeah, there you go. There's a space here. Okay, I'll just press escape to remove those and then I'll just remove the space again and it's okay now. So variables in Java, and again, just just don't overthink about what's this and this, those other parts. It's just just follow. You'll have the time to try to search it in the internet, but now for this purpose, let's just try to follow it. Of course, you will always have a freedom to explore it, of course. And again, I encourage you to do that. There will be no consequences that will happen. Of course, it may not just run, but perhaps you may be able to run it, and that's okay too, right? Anyway, uh, I'm not discouraging you to always follow me, to not follow me, but just explore. That's one of my purpose, right? Let's click finish. So it will create. So take note, hello world.java. If I click finish, it will create now. If you're really following it, this one package, it's always just required that it should be what's in here and this one the package. Okay, it just says that okay, hey you, person programming, I need you to put the package name so next time I'll know where I would put it, right? So same thing. You know what, let's copy even this. Right click, copy, and then this one, and then just let package be there, right? Okay, so this one, and I'll just expand this one. Put, click this one, and then what I'm gonna do is, like, I'm not sure if you remember, moving panes in Eclipse. So I'll click this one, and then I will not release the right, the my left hand, and then just make it like that. So it basically shows you already that what will, I'm still not releasing my left click, what will happen. So I'll release it now, and then there you go. The two variables, the two class, the two file names, or whatever you call the two.java file, is, side by side, right? And perhaps to make it really just, let's just put another comment here, just like this. I'll copy this, copy, and then I'll press enter, and then control V, or right click paste, so paste it, and then asterisk, it needs to be saved, right? And then I'll just remove this. Oops, I'll just remove the comments on the variables in java.java, our first code, and I'll press Ctrl S, just to, because it's not saved, because if you're gonna try to run it, there you go, Java application, it will ask you to save, but it doesn't matter. If you're gonna run it and it's not saved, nothing will happen, right? It's just like a preference for me. I need to save it because something might happen or whatever. So everything I already did is saved. So if there's this power interruption happen or whatever happened, it's already there. It's the same, right? Hello, and then let's run this one too. Right click, hello. It's variables in Java, right? And let's I'm not sure if nope. So this is variables in Java, which is this. Control 4, variables in Java, control 4, and this one I'll right click and run as Java application. As you can see, there are shortcuts here, and if you want to try it, it also depends to you. There you go, it's the same. Hello world. I'll zoom it out. There you go, and zoom out, zoom in, zoom out. Okay, so it started with the name, right? Hello world, variables Java. It does the same, but it's just it varies for the name, so that's why it's called variable name. But definitely this level is, we just call it class name, but it's also varies, and it can also do the same thing, right? And just to go back to our workspace again, try to go back to the previous tutorial or knowledge sharing to be able to, get a hold of this directory structures that I made. So let's go to the workspace. First programming, this one. Again, that's don't mind those two. Programming source, main, Java, then com adventurer first programming, com adventurer first programming, and here it goes. The two. It's the same, right? So just giving you the idea that okay, this has corresponding location in your um, computer drive or hard disk or file system, uh, just to get the hang of okay, this what's this and that. It's just basically files in your file system, right? There you go. Let's go back here. Programming. Yes, I'll minimize this one. Okay, there you go. There are a lot of variables in any programming language, but and for me, I will not dig into those things. You'll probably be able to learn it more if you try to search it. What I try to do here is like follow some basic steps here. Oh, okay. So it no longer showed any. Let's just search types of Java variables just to get the hang of it, right? Java variables. Yeah, it's I guess it's too much. There you go. One of the most common thing is int or integer. Integer, yeah, it's just the type of uh, variable that is basically a number. And what I can say to you now that it doesn't have decimal places. That you know, let's say let's copy this one first. Don't mind about instant static yet. You know, just try it out. Right click, copy. There you go. And let's just paste it here. Press enter and from paste control FB. Let's just remove this one, right? And to not confuse us on whatever letters or word we're putting in. Int integer or int data is equal to 50, right? So okay, when it runs here, this variable name data. So again, variable the variable thing here is it can be any number. It can be negative or positive number, but without decimals. Let's try it. That's 0. There you go. There's some error here. Cannot convert from double to int. So double is like a double is okay. It's just double is data double is equal to 80. That's 0, or let's say that one. This is okay, right? Data double is just a name, just to distinguish the what you have, what you want, what for example, it's something like if you need 50.1, you'll just get the data double name, and then we'll do that in a while. Okay, int data 50.0 is error, right? As you can see. So that's the difference. So it just needs 50, right? And you might have noticed that there's this yellow thingy here. Let's let's hover it. The value of local is not used. Let's just say data int here. That's space. And data int, data double, right? And as you can see, I'll just zoom in again. I think no longer zoom. It's a camel case. It's called from. Normally, you can. Let's try if it's capital words. It's okay, but normally for variables, class names are starts with capital. As you can see here. As you can see, it's the hello world is started with capital H. But for the this is our just conventions for Java. But as I've showed you, data capital D for data still okay. It did not show any error. It's just convention just to distinguish from a class name to a variable name. Right. So just yeah. And camel case when the same the next word needs to be capital again, which in hello in the world it's W started with double capital W, and the variable name the int started with capital I, and the same thing as double the double word starts with the capital D. Okay, so these are variables. And why are we using this, right? So variables, uh, it can change. That's why it's a variable. It can change. There, we can call it static. Static, it's not. Uh, uh, we don't go there yet. But for this purpose, data, data int, data int is equal to data int plus 3. And you might have seen the yellow underline did not change anymore. Why? Because you already used it. Here it says the value of local variable data though is not used. So if we're gonna just use it as well, data double is equal to data double plus 1.3. Yellow disappeared, right? The yellow line disappeared. It's just warning. So it's even though you made it run. So let's try to run this one, right? Right click, run Java application. Oops. Oh, okay, save. There you go. Did not change because yeah, it it did run this, but the output is the same. So let's try this one. Okay, just follow this lead, but since it's a save loss. Okay, let's just give and let's copy this one. And then press enter, and then data int value is, and then data int again. This just basically means you just adding the whatever value this is now, it will go to this string, and the same thing system.out.println, it will just show. So what I'm gonna do is let's just copy this one, copy, and put it before the operation, right? The same as the data double. I'm just gonna paste this one again and just copy. I double click and it selected copy, paste, and let's just do now, and the same thing here. Let's copy this one to a little bit shorter. I press Ctrl C and then I'll press Ctrl V. Now, there you go. Uh, did you try to understand this one? First, it will show the value before it operate here, and then it will show. Let's just remove the hello now. So let's go, and it will show the change value because you did an operation for the data in and data double. Let's try it out. Right click up to save. Just press Ctrl S and run. Okay, so let's dig into this. Data in the values, first value is 50, which is right here. And the first value of data double is 50.1, 50.1, whatever you call it. And the value now after the operation, since you data in is 50 plus 3, it became 53. The same thing as the data double. Data double plus 1.3 is 51.4, right? So that's basically variables are something that you could use to change, to put a value in, just a container of value, and there are a lot. In let's I would like to how about string, right? Let's try this one. Let's say string. String is the type of variable, right? String, data string, just like the other, and then how you initialize this is like this. It's already like a paragraph or whatnot, right? And let's do this is a string, and let's put it out here as well. Let's do this, Ctrl copy, and then I'll paste it. Data, oops, data string value is data string. Okay, the same thing, it should be. And then let's do another operation. Data string is equal to data string plus, I'll just put a space. So what is it now? Just make sure there's it just says ending of line right here, right? So after this, we also copy this one. Let's copy this data string. So after the operation, press enter. I will press Ctrl V, and then let's put it down here. And let's save, Ctrl S. Right click, run as Java application. First, the data string this is a string, and then we did an operation, right? So what is it now? It just added this. So what is it now? String to the previous one, right? So basically that's the idea of variables. There are a lot of variables, and I will not discuss everything about it. I'm giving you the gist of how can it be coded, how it can it be done. And since this is just like really partly step by step, just giving you the idea of what are variables, how it is manipulated. There are a lot how it is manipulated. We did of course you can do a minus here, but here string, it could be different, and I will not discuss everything about it, right? What I would encourage you is like Java, for example, if you need to do some string manipulation, you just put the first Java, then string, remove string, right? And it will show you how. Stack Overflow, again, thanks to you website, it's really just like MKO and others. There are a lot. Stack Overflow, I even have an account here. I've been asking, I'm trying to answer, but really little recognition from, because yeah, it's not my, if I am able to help, I will, but yeah. Anyway, so there you go. How can I remove substring from a given string? Let's try this one. Let's see. There you go. Is there an easy way? Uh, Substring given string in Java. Example: hello world, removing oh hello world, and he asked this, and here there's an answer. Of course, perhaps you have another solution. There are other solution here, right? As you can see, it's pretty much people will answer and help you here. So how can I remove the substring from string? He wanted to remove the O, and then so it will no longer contains the O for all words. So for example, like this, copy, as I've mentioned, um, uh, string manipulation is kind of not the usual mathematical uh, uh, operation language. Something like not all can be used like this. You cannot, for example, if you do data string is equals to data string minus, let's say you want to remove string, right? It's not allowed. So what you need to do here is like this. I'm just putting this one. Uh, you need to use the that replace. So that replace, right? So what you need to do, I'll remove this one, right? And let's just make it more clear, just to show some space here. It will just show some borders here, something like that, after we did something. So I would like to remove uh just the word string here, right? So data string is equal to data string, as going back you need to use the dot replace. Dot replace, you want the string word to be removed, and then you replace it with a blank, and then let's copy this one. Let's see, right? Right click, run again. Here, there you go. You replace the string with the empty. That, but if you would try to change the string with a text, so the word string will be replaced by text. So let's see, right click again, run Java. There you go, string became to text, right? So there you have it. um, again, try this, and you know, I give you the idea of how variables are being used. But of course, um, again, half of it is being comfortable. Actually, 20% is being comfortable, perhaps, and 80% of it is 20% is people like me, perhaps, or teachers or whoever, are try to explain as much as they can on how, what, where, what not on certain parts of programming. The other, perhaps 60%, is up to you to check. You have to be, push yourself. Okay, Java, an I think example is the keyword here. Java variable manipulation examples. And you can try to copy it out and then run it. It's like this. Just open it up like this. There are millions of it, and as you can see, there you go. Oops, what's that? It's that. I don't know what's happening, but just copied it out. This example. Oh, there you go, right? Just copy, then run it out. Age 0, age 7, same thing, right? If you don't understand it yet, perhaps wait for a little bit more. I'll cover it, or you can try to watch other tutorials as well if you cannot wait. But yeah, and let's see this one. There you go. There are a lot. Again, don't be like, oh, what's this and what's that. It's okay, right? You don't have to, read this stuff. But of course, if you wanted to read, it's okay. Jump to the examples. What's this gonna do? Right click, copy, and put it in your code and run it. So yeah, um, that's how I would want to share how I try to learn things about variables. Of course, this might not be your perfect mix of understanding this. But of course, if it's not, you can always try other tutorials, other videos. There are a lot. Okay, that's it.